Stand by.
If you know the Rangers song, clap your hands. If you know the Rangers song, God, they'll never win the cup. If you know the Rangers song, clap your hands.
Stand by.
Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Tuesday. This is Game Day Live, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios.
No, we're not.
Outside of American Whiskey, literally on Edison Place. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Shorts Guy and Vinnie Parise out in Chicago. Devils Rangers tonight, Game 1 action. Look at the crowd.
This is awesome.
It's a sea of red, a little
This is so great.
Sprinkled in. Vinny, how are you, my friend?
Guys, it's game 1, round 1, best of 7. New York Rangers versus New Jersey Devils. I have not been this excited about hockey in a long, long time. I know, like in 2018 when they made it, it was fun and all, but we knew they had no chance against the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is different. This is different. They have a chance for the next 10 years, and it's as exciting as I've ever felt as a sports fan. And oh my God, we've been waiting for this moment since like December, January, when it became obvious that they were going to be a playoff team. I'm a glass case of emotions right now. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this game to start.
You know, you should see this crowd outside.
This is great.
Vinny, we'll pan into a shot, and we got David Decker over here.
Decker here.
David Decker, Town Toyota, Ledgewood, New Jersey. Buy a Toyota. Come over to the camera, Dave. Come over to the camera. There. No.
No, you missed it.
The camera's over there, Dave. Right over there. There you go. No. Over here. Over the left. There you go.
I remember my first time on camera.
Block,
No, that's
block
David.
guy in the Rangers jersey. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Hey, hey guys, you want to know what I've heard before?
What?
I heard a really true statement earlier.
What's that?
The Rangers suck.
Oh, the Rangers
suck.
Oh. This Hudson City rivalry has gone on since day one, since the Devils moved to New Jersey in 1982. If you know, historically, John McMullen, the original Devils owner, hated the Rangers. Why? Because they did everything they could to stop the Devils from moving from Colorado to New Jersey for territorial reasons, territorial rights. And then moving on, Lou Lamoriello comes to New Jersey. And in Marty's book, Beyond the Crease, Marty Brodeur does not like the Rangers, and so does Lou, that quote.
I believe the quote was, I hate the Rangers, and Lou hates them even more.
Yeah.
So, the original Rangers suck shirts had that as the back quote.
So this rivalry, has gone on for years.
Since the start,
The Devils had a little bit of a bad start playoff-wise, but they're the one playoff series win. They did sweep the Rangers back in 2006.
I was there for that.
Yeah,
that was great.
You were actually at Game 4.
I was at MSG, yep.
MSG. Did it sound like, well, at the time, Continental Airlines Arena that day?
Well, yeah, it was. The best part was when I was at the game at MSG, all the Ranger fans just kept telling me, "Oh, I can't wait to make the finals so we can buy a ticket at the door." It's like, get out of here.
That's all a
shut
myth.
up.
You know what? Since we're standing literally in the middle of Edison Place, any Rangers fan that says that they bought a Stanley Cup final ticket at Continental Airlines Arena walked up the door is completely lying. Lying.
Because we tried.
Yeah.
We've tried.
Yeah, we tried. No, back then you got a ticket, you got a wristband, and you had to wait for hours to even get maybe 10 tickets?
And you were drinking in the parking lot the whole time.
drinking in the parking lot. So, Vinnie, what does this series mean to you? What does this rivalry mean to you as a Devils fan?
Yeah, I'm obviously not from there, so I don't have those old school memories. But my earliest memories when this Devils team was really, really good in the late 2000s, when Zach Parise and, Elias was in the middle of his prime, those were my days, and then it all led up to 2012, right? And you get to 2012, and Martin Brodeur's had this outstanding career up to that point, but he's 40 years old, and they're going up against this Rangers team that was the #1 team in the regular season that year, and they have Henrik Lundqvist, and their back end is as good as any team in the league with Dan Girard and McDonough and, some of those guys. Ryan Callahan was their captain, who's now on TV. And they win the series.
Yeah.
And it was doom and gloom at one point. They were down 2-1 in the series. They came all the way back, though, 1-3 straight. They blow a 2-0 lead in Game 6. Adam Henrique scores in overtime. It's the greatest goal in, Devils history besides the ones in the Stanley Cup final. And they win the series. And then from there, Brodeur retires, and Elias retires, and Parise goes to the Wild, and, Kovalchuk went back to Russia, and freaking all sorts of bad things happened to the Devils, and it's been a long time coming. So when you come back, and the first year that the Devils kind of reopen their contention window, Jack Hughes is 21, and Nico Heischer's 23, and we have long, sustained success ahead of us, we think. It seems like the dawn of a new day. And who better to start it off against than the bitter rival New York Rangers, who kind of sold their rebuild a little bit short by paying for Artemi Panarin and trading for Patrick Kane. And they got a pretty good goalie that's not going to go away anytime soon. So that's going to be something to, overcome over the next couple years for the Devils. But, man, what a way to open their kind of competitive window here. And, I'm so excited. But the Rangers, just like the Devils, they have everything they need too. I like the makeup of their team. If they wore different laundry, I would think very highly of them. But they don't. They're the Rangers. They suck. I can't wait for this to get going, though. And I'm hearing what sounds to be like an outstanding "Let's Go Devils" chant.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! It is. It's an outstanding atmosphere. This place is filling in.
Yeah.
This
It's a sea of red.
It's a sea of red with some blue sprinkled in, unfortunately. But the atmosphere here is absolutely great. This is really what we have wanted for all these last couple years. And here we are, ahead of schedule. We cannot deny that fact that we're ahead of schedule. But this is going to be such a great time tonight. I'm expecting a good time before, obviously, here, during, and after the game tonight. It's just great to be back in the playoffs. And to have this team that we have, that they're fast, they've got so much skill offensively, and we have some defense, and we have some goaltending. This is going to be such a great series. I'm excited for this. This is the series. I'll admit, I wanted this series. I wanted this from the very start. I wanted Devils Rangers, and here we are, Devils Rangers, and it's just this. This is going to be something that's going to be for the ages.
All right, so let's just start off with the goaltenders.
All right.
Igor Shesterkin is going to be in net, obviously, for the New York Rangers, top 3 goalie. Vitek Vanacek having a career year thus far in his career, playing a lot of games, most in his career.
Yep.
Head-to-head matchup.
They're about even.
So you think they're about even?
Vitek's got a little bit of the edge, but they're about even. We unfortunately, both goalies have taken a little bit of a dip towards the end of the season, and both goalies have picked it up since. It's just a matter of which goalie is going to outduel the other.
Yeah.
And I think Vitek's got something to prove with this playoff series. Last year in the playoffs against when he was with Washington, Vitek got yanked after Game 3, I believe it was, and never saw another game. So Vitek's got a lot to prove right now. And I think Vitek absolutely wants to prove that. Plus he's got a rival that's directly across the river that I'm sure he's going to want to best. But we can't deny that Shesterkin is a good goaltender, and Shesterkin can do what is needed for his team to win. I just better not be against us. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And
yeah. The thing for me is each goalie has something they have to overcome in this series. So the New York Rangers power play is unbelievable. They have Patrick Kane, who, one of the best in the last 15 years at distributing the puck all over the power play. He's kind of like a wing version of a quarterback power play. Mm-hmm. And, Adam Fox is the guy at the top running things from the back end. And Zibanejad we've talked about it 1,000 times, one of the best slap shot one-timers on the power play from the top circle in the NHL. You throw Kreider in front of the net, you find a spot for Artemi Panarin in the middle of the ice, and you have yourself a really, really good power play there. That's something Vitek Vanacek is going to have to overcome as a goaltender. For Shesterkin, the New Jersey Devils ranked 27th in rushes, or the New York Rangers ranked 27th in rushes against. And the Devils are the best team in the NHL at creating on the rush, scoring on the rush. And the Rangers also ranked 30th out of 32 in rushes shot against. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's shots off the rush against. And they're 30th out of 32 in the league. So Shesterkin, he's going to be dealing with the Devils creating against the rush a lot. And if the Rangers don't make adjustments to stuff like that, Shesterkin's going to have a really tough time. So I honestly think because of the matchup, it favors the Devils. I think Shesterkin's a better goalie all around. I really, really do. But I think for the matchup, this doesn't favor Igor. And if you look at the statistics all time, the Devils have they've done well against Shesterkin. Even when they stunk last year, they beat him a couple times. So, guys like Hischier with that shot where he shoots it to the opposite side, and Jack Hughes, the way he can create and make goaltenders look foolish. Timo Meier on the power play is a real jerk of a guy to deal with. Those are things that I think could favor the Devils in terms of beating this outstanding goaltender. And hey, if we want to see the Devils win the Stanley Cup, you think things are going to get easier from here? Because if they go to the next round, they're going to have to play Carolina, who's one of the best defense, or New York Islanders, who have a goalie just as good as Shesterkin. If you win that round somehow, you're going to play the Boston Bruins, who have Allmark, who's going to win the Vezina Trophy. I mean, it's not going to get any easier from here as far as goaltending. So I don't know. You got to find a way to beat the best if you want to win the Stanley Cup. It starts now with one of the best in Igor Shesterkin.
No, absolutely, yeah. We're in the playoffs now. You are now amongst the elite teams of the league. You're the top 16 teams in the league. So now you have to beat the top 16 teams in the league, which goes from goaltending on out. You're absolutely correct. It's not going to get any easier. We got to get through this round first. And you're right. We do have Shesterkin's number a little bit. And Steven on Hockey on Tap last night, one of his things was if we can get into Penguins fans did inside, and Igor Chan screws up right from the to Igor, just thinking, double guessing, and go from there.
Yeah. I'm looking at the YouTube Live. Welcome all of those on YouTube Live. Steve Engel, Dave Singer, Joey B., Dennis.
All of our regulars.
Yeah, all of our regulars. We're in the middle of Edison Place, right in front of American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place. Got a big shout out to Frank the Tank, the owner of American Whiskey. He said, I will build you a platform in the middle of the street.
And here we are.
You believe it till you see it, and then suddenly I get these photos this morning, and they're like, we're building it right now. When are you coming? And it was just amazing, Vinny. Just the atmosphere here.
This is great. We're surrounded by Devils fans.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn the camera around. We're just surrounded by Devils fans.
So much
all over here. I mean, we are literally surrounded here at Edison Place. I'm telling you, this is a long time coming. Devils fans deserve this.
Yes.
After the last 10 years, the rebuild is over. You see this team. You've got a generational player in Jack Hughes, a generational team, okay? There's a lot to be thankful for, and this is like the new NHL, the kind of speed that they're going to.
Yeah.
And we got some Ranger fans coming over, right over here, and we're going to pan in. And we're going to add.
He needs to get David Decker's.
We need the bullhorn.
Where's David Decker and his bullhorn?
Where's David Decker when you need him? David Decker, Town Toyota, Route 46, Ledgewood, New Jersey. If you need a Toyota, David Decker's the guy for you.
By the way, Sam, I just had this realization. This is the first ever Let's Go Devils podcast, Game Day Live, Devils After Dark broadcast from the playoffs. It's the first ever playoff edition.
Wow. Didn't even think of that.
I just thought of it now. So it's the first ever playoff edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast. We've been doing this for over 5 years now. And here we are in the playoffs, out amongst the people. This could not be any better. I don't think when I came over your house when we first went online to complain about the Devils losing that season that we ever would have imagined that we're here.
Yeah, you know what? As a little kid, you want to win the Stanley Cup. At the same time, I never would imagine that I'd be standing on a platform with you, Shorts guy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, in the middle of Edison Place. And got to thank Frank the Tank. I mean, Frank the Tank gets things done.
And he's still working over there. He's slinging beers over
there. Yeah, we got to get Frank the Tank on. He's too busy. He's too busy feeding the masses and all the drinks and all that kind of good stuff. But the rivalry continues.
Yep.
Hey, do you want to plug your Rangers Suck T-shirts?
Yeah, I got a bunch of Rangers Suck T-shirts that are here for sale. Everyone needs to wear red tonight, so they're here for sale, $20 a piece. We'll be here Thursday again, selling more Rangers Suck shirts. And, they're going quick. So if you want to get one, you got to get one now. This is just – I can't say enough about the atmosphere out here.
This is awesome. I mean, the weather is beautiful. It's
there goes Jeff.
Yeah, there's Jeff.
There goes Jeff.
He's
just walking right by.
Yeah, just walking right, just randomly walking by. Just a good friend of mine. Drinking a 40 as he's walking. This is a random thing. But you know what? I want to get a chant going, but do we have
What do you think?
I don't know. What kind of...
I don't know.
Should we get a VTech? Let's get a VTech.
No, let's just get a Let's Go Devils. Let's just generic. Let's go Devils. Let's just get that.
All right. Should we
or
play
Rangers
the organ?
or Rangers suck, one of the two. Got to get the crowd going here.
How do we do this without blasting everyone's ears?
Yeah, well, we're going to find out.
Blast their ears. No,
blast their ears.
Blast their ears. Let's go Devils.
All right, I'll get it.
I love saying
A little longer than I expected.
Yeah, it is.
And we saw Jim Hughes before.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I almost wanted to tell him this.
But no. Womp womp.
I am your father.
You love the sound clips.
Oh yeah, I know.
You love the sound clips.
Yeah. So
Jim Hughes was there. Was Quinn?
Yeah.
Is Quinn in the building? I know Quinn's going to
Quinn
be in
is
the building.
Quinn. They had to go meet
Joey B says the crowd sucks. Lane, what? You want us to get in a fist fight? It's a
My thing
pregame.
is like the crowd right outside of American Whiskey. They're where they are for a reason. The people that are ready to chant are already in the building.
Yeah.
That and everyone's drinking the cheap beer outside, so they don't have to drink the expensive beer inside. That's what I'm about to
that's
do.
for sure.
That's true.
All right. Well, we're getting close because I got to go inside.
Yes, you do. Yeah, I know. You've got
Yeah.
this fancy ticket.
Yeah.
Mr. Rich Guy
Yeah.
over here.
Apparently, I will be sitting with the families of
Old
the
Money
players.
Sam. We're back to Old Money Sam.
Families, I'll be sitting next to Jim probably.
It's possible. You probably
I was all
will.
nervous when we met him. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't.
Hi, Jim.
I wasn't nervous.
So how many brothers are there? 4?
I guess there's 4, yeah.
I guess there's 4.
Yeah, there's 4.
We met the other brother.
Yeah,
Quinn's actually coming, apparently.
Yeah, they had to go meet Quinn. He was going to come here, so.
Yeah.
It's, man, talk about something for the Hughes family. You got 3 kids in the, just all these great hockey players as kids.
Yeah.
And you got 2 here on the New Jersey Devils that are going to be, fixtures for the franchise for hopefully their careers and beyond. This is just phenomenal.
I wish I had my bullhorn here. It's actually inside. I'd be yelling at the crowd.
Yeah,
right
whatever.
now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Notes for Thursday.
For
Notes-
Thursday.
notes
For
for
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to Tuesday night predictions for this game.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough.
Now, what was the series prediction? Vinny, what did you predict this series? Let's start off the series because this is already out there.
Yeah, I predicted that the New Jersey Devils would win this series in 7 games. And I know that's not what a lot of Devils fans want to hear. They want to hear me say that they'll win in 5 or 6. But I mean, I could see 5 over 6 because, like, the Devils have been a little bit better at home lately. In the beginning of the season, it was all about being road warriors.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't shock me if neither team wins a home game in this series. And the Rangers are good for that. Last year, they didn't win they didn't win a home or a road game until the conference finals. So, they went all through the playoffs. And the Hurricanes, they rotated. Oh no, I think the Rangers won Game 7 on the road against the Hurricanes last year. Like that team is just known for rotating on that. So I could see a big Game 7 win at home. That's what I predict.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. We should probably point the camera the other way. Change.
There we go.
There we go. Let's adjust.
All right, so predictions. I said Devils in 6. I wouldn't mind to have 4 home games here, but I'll take Devils in 6. We talked about it last night, Hockey on Tap. We talked about it Sunday night on Let's Go Devils. Devils in 6. Sam, what's your thoughts?
I'm calling a sweep.
Yeah, I know you're bold.
4-0 sweep over the New York Rangers.
There we go. We've seen it before. It's happened before, so it's not
happened
like there's not
before.
historical precedent for it. But
I will tell you that Brendan Smith will outscore Adam Fox 1-0.
Oh, wow. That's an even
All
bolder
right.
prediction.
All right.
Billy D would not be pleased.
Let's
game predictions.
all right, so let's
game
go
one
for
predictions.
game
Let's go.
predictions because I'm seeing on the YouTube Live, Felix 5-3 Devils. Michael Goldberg says 4-1 Devils. Steve Engel says 4-3 somebody. Ramona Rice says 4-2 Devils. Select the Boy says 4-2 Devils. Dave Singer says 4-2 Devils. Suka says F the Rangers. All right. There's a lot of booing going on.
Good. Probably a Ranger fan over there.
I think he's giving everyone the bird. I think he's
I would
giving
boo each and every one of
Yeah.
them. So
Yeah. Well, I plan to play our old goal song before we leave.
We can do that.
Yeah.
ooh, do that while I'm on air. Ooh,
All
I
right.
want to be a part of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. So, scores tonight. Vinny,
Score.
shoot.
I think the New Jersey Devils are going to win this game by a final score of 3-1. I honestly think that the New York Rangers, they might click on one on the power play, but I'm expecting a lot of the Devils' top guns to come out firing. The problem with coming out firing and only scoring 3 is you got Igor Shesterkin. It's the playoffs. There's less ice out there in a series like this. It's a lot more physical. Everyone finishes their check. A 3-1 game would be a dominant win, in my opinion, over this team in Game 1 to set the tone for the rest of the series. I want to see the top 4 forwards on this Devils team come up with big games and make big plays all game long. I'm talking Jack Hughes. You had 99 points, buddy. Don't stop now. Nico Hischier, you're one of the best two-way centermen in the NHL. Don't stop now. Jesper Bratt and Timo Meier, you complement this top 6 as good as any wingers in the history of the franchise. Go become New Jersey Devils legends. This is your chance. 3-1 Devils.
All right. Shorts guy, quickly.
All right, I'm going to say 3-2 Devils. I think it's going to be a really tight game, and I think the scoring is going to happen after the first 15 minutes of the first period. Both teams are going to be figuring each other out. Even though they're very familiar with each other, it's playoff hockey. It's a lot tighter. You grip the sticks a little bit tighter. You want to make a mistake less and less and less. But I think it's going to be 3-2 Devils, and I hope, like anything, it's not in an overtime situation where we're here until like 2 a.m. Work will suck tomorrow if that's the case. But 3-2 Devils tonight. Devils victory, and we move on to Thursday.
9-3 victory
Of
over
course
the New
you're gonna
York
say something
Rangers.
like that.
9-3.
Of course.
We're going to have fights. 9-3 victory. All righty. So, all right, to close this podcast, I don't know. Should I keep it 3-shot and just hit the goal?
You can hit the goal, son.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. All right. We should probably turn up the volume. So, Shorts guy, why don't you turn it up to 2 o'clock?
Turn it up to 11. This is the last song we heard when the Devils last played the Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
All right.
And
All right.
Kovalchuk and Ponikarovsky at 101. Let's recreate history.
All right. Let's play the organ. Woo!